Hey everyone, welcome back to Fluent Mind Podcast, where we help you speak English naturally without the stress. I'm Maya.
And I'm Noah. Thanks for being here today.
So, let me guess. You want to get better at English, but you don't have time to study, right?
That's what everyone says.
And I used to say it too. Like, I'd see these people online talking about their 2-hour study routines, and I'd think, there's no way I can do that.
Same. Wake up at 5 a.m., study grammar for an hour, watch English movies, read a book, practice speaking with a tutor.
Right? It's like a full-time job. And if you can't do all of that, you feel like you're failing.
But here's the truth. You don't need 2 hours.
How much do you need?
15 minutes.
Wait, 15? That's it?
15 minutes. Before your day even starts. And it'll change your English faster than 2 hours of sitting with a textbook ever will.
Okay, I need to hear this. Because I tried the 2-hour thing once, and I lasted exactly 3 days.
3 days and then life happened.
Exactly.
So today we're going to give you a morning routine that actually works. Not the Instagram perfect version. The real version.
15 minutes? 4 things. You can start tomorrow.
And stick around till the end because we have a 7-day challenge that'll prove this works.
Not theory, actual proof.
All right, let's get into it.
Okay, so before we talk about the routine, can we talk about why the traditional way doesn't work?
You mean sitting down with a grammar book for an hour?
Yeah, that.
It doesn't work because your brain treats it like homework.
And what does your brain do with homework?
Avoids it as long as possible.
Exactly, because studying feels like work, and work requires motivation, and motivation runs out.
Always. You can force yourself for a few days, but eventually you're tired, you're busy, and you just stop.
So what's the alternative?
Exposure.
What do you mean?
Instead of studying English, you just exist in English. You're around it. You hear it. You use it. But you're not analyzing it.
Like how kids learn their first language?
Exactly. Kids don't study grammar rules. They just hear the language, absorb it, try it, mess up, try again.
So it's more natural?
Way more natural. Think of it like a plant.
A plant?
Yeah. You don't make a plant grow by staring at it and analyzing its leaves. You just water it every day and let it do its thing.
Oh, I like that. So consistent exposure, small amounts, every day.
That's it. Not 2 hours once a week. 15 minutes every single day.
Okay, but how did you actually do this? Because I know you didn't learn English in a classroom.
No, I didn't. I learned it in my bathroom.
Wait, what?
Let me explain.
Please do, because that sounds weird.
So about 5 years ago, I was working full-time, trying to improve my English, and I had 0 extra time. Like, none.
Sounds familiar.
I'd try to study at night after work, but by 8 p.m. I was exhausted. I'd open a book and just stare at the page, not absorbing anything.
And then feel guilty about not studying?
Every single night, I'd go to bed thinking I didn't do enough today.
That's the worst feeling.
Yeah. So one morning, I was brushing my teeth, and I had this random thought in English. I don't even remember what it was.
Just a thought?
Yeah. And for some reason, I said it out loud to myself in the mirror.
While brushing your teeth?
While brushing my teeth. And I thought, what if I just do this every morning? What if I talk to myself for 2 minutes while I brush my teeth?
Did you actually do it?
Every single morning for 6 months.
And how did it feel?
Ridiculous. I felt so stupid. Talking to my own reflection with toothpaste foam in my mouth.
But you kept going?
I kept going. And after about a month, I started noticing something weird.
What?
In real conversations with people, words just started coming. I wasn't translating in my head anymore. I was just thinking in English and speaking.
From 2 minutes of talking to yourself in the bathroom?
2 minutes every morning for 6 months. That's 180 sessions. About 6 hours of speaking practice total.
Wow. That's actually a lot when you add it up.
It is, but it didn't feel like a lot. It just felt like brushing my teeth. It was part of the routine.
Okay, my story is a little different, but it's the same concept.
Tell me.
So I used to feel so guilty about not studying English. Like, I'd buy courses, download apps, make these huge study plans with color-coded schedules.
And then not follow them?
Never. I'd last maybe a week, and then I'd just stop. and I'd feel terrible about myself, like I didn't have enough discipline or willpower.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
So one day I was making coffee in the morning and I thought, what if I just put on a podcast in English, not to study, just to listen?
While making coffee,
Yeah, I wasn't sitting down with a notebook taking notes. I was just making my coffee and there was a podcast playing in the background.
did you understand everything?
No, I didn't even try to understand everything. I just let it play, like background music.
How long did you do that?
Every morning, 10 minutes, while I made coffee, ate breakfast, got ready for the day.
And did it help?
After like 2 months, my friend said something to me in English, and I responded without thinking. Full sentence, natural.
You didn't translate?
I didn't translate. I didn't even realize I'd done it until she pointed it out. She was like, wow, your English got so much better.
And you weren't studying.
I wasn't studying at all. I was just listening to a podcast every morning while making coffee. It felt like cheating, but it worked.
Because your brain was absorbing it. You weren't analyzing, just absorbing.
Exactly.
So we both figured out the same thing from different angles.
15 minutes in the morning beats 2 hours at night.
Always. Because it's consistent, your brain is fresh, and it doesn't feel like work.
So let's break down exactly what people should do.
The 4-part routine, 15 minutes total.
Okay, habit number 1.
When you wake up and go to the bathroom, talk to yourself in the mirror for 2 minutes.
About what?
Anything. How you slept, what you're doing today, a random thought, something you're worried about. Doesn't matter.
In English?
In English. Out loud, even if it feels stupid.
Why does this work?
Because your brain just woke up. It's not in filter mode yet. You're not worried about sounding smart or making mistakes. You're just talking.
So you're less self-conscious?
Way less, and speaking out loud activates different parts of your brain than just thinking silently.
Like what?
You're training your mouth, your tongue, the physical act of producing sounds. That's a skill, just like playing an instrument.
So it's physical practice, not just mental?
Exactly. Your mouth learns where to go. Your tongue learns the shapes. It becomes muscle memory.
What if someone doesn't know what to say?
Start with a script. Say the same thing every day for the first week.
Like what?
Something like, good morning. I slept okay. Today I have work. I'm feeling a little tired, but I'm okay. The weather looks nice.
Just 5 sentences?
5 sentences, every day for a week. And then you'll naturally start adding more because it becomes comfortable.
Okay, I love that. What's habit number 2?
While you're making breakfast or coffee, put on something in English.
Like what?
A podcast, a YouTube video, an audiobook, anything.
But you're not sitting down and focusing on it?
No, you're just letting it play. Background exposure.
Isn't that not really learning, though?
That's what I thought too, but it is.
How?
Your brain is incredible at pattern recognition. Even when you're not actively listening, it's picking up rhythm, intonation, common phrases, sentence structure.
Like osmosis?
Kind of. It's called comprehensible input. You don't need to understand every single word. Your brain fills in the gaps over time.
So it's like living in a country where they speak the language? You just hear it everywhere and eventually it sinks in?
Exactly. That's the goal. We're creating an immersion environment in 15 minutes.
So I can literally just make my coffee and let a podcast play?
Yeah. 5 to 10 minutes. Don't stress about understanding everything. Just let it wash over you.
What should people listen to?
Podcasts at their level. If you're B1, don't listen to native speed news about politics. That's too hard, and you'll get frustrated.
So what instead?
Learner podcasts. Storytelling podcasts in slow English. True crime for learners. Or podcasts like this one.
So it has to be interesting?
It has to be interesting, or you'll quit. If you hate the topic, your brain checks out. Pick something you'd listen to in your own language.
Okay, what's habit number 3?
On your way to work, or while you're waiting for something, read 1 paragraph in English.
Just 1 paragraph?
Just 1. Could be a news article, a blog post, a Reddit thread, an Instagram caption, anything.
And then what?
Then record a voice note to yourself summarizing what you just read.
In English?
In English, 30 seconds.
Why does this work?
Because it combines 3 skills at once. reading comprehension, recall, and speaking.
So you're testing yourself without it feeling like a test?
Exactly. You read something and then you explain it back to yourself, out loud, in your own words.
And the voice note is important?
The voice note is key because you can listen back later and hear your own progress.
Oh, that's actually really smart. You can track how you sound over time?
Yeah. I still have voice notes from 3 years ago. It's wild hearing how much I've improved. My pronunciation, my speed, my confidence.
Where should people read?
Apps like Reddit, Medium, BBC Learning English, any website with short, digestible content.
And the voice note? Just use your phone?
Just use your phone. Record. Summarize in 30 seconds. Done. Move on with your day.
How long does this take total?
3 minutes max.
Okay, what's the fourth habit?
Before you officially start your day, spend 5 minutes shadowing.
What's shadowing?
You play a video or audio of someone speaking English and you repeat exactly what they say at the same time, trying to match their rhythm and intonation.
Like talking over them?
Exactly. You're mimicking them, like a shadow follows a person.
That sounds hard.
It is at first, but it's the fastest way to improve pronunciation and fluency.
Why?
Because you're not thinking about grammar or vocabulary. You're just copying sounds. And your brain learns patterns way faster through imitation than through analysis.
So it's like how babies learn to talk? They just copy what they hear?
Exactly. They don't study, they just imitate. And that's what you're doing.
So you're training your mouth to move like a native speaker.
Yeah. And after a few weeks, those patterns become automatic. You stop thinking about it.
What should people shadow?
TED Talks are great. Movie scenes with clear audio, podcast clips, YouTube videos with subtitles.
And they just play it and repeat?
Play a 10-second clip. Pause. Repeat it out loud, trying to sound exactly like them. Play it again. Repeat again. 5 minutes.
That's it?
That's it. But your mouth will be tired after 5 minutes. It's a workout.
Really?
Yeah. You're using muscles in your face and throat that you don't usually use. It's physical work.
Okay, so let me recap the whole routine.
Go ahead.
2 minutes talking to yourself in the mirror while brushing your teeth. 5 minutes of passive listening while making breakfast. 3 minutes reading one paragraph and recording a voice note. 5 minutes shadowing a video or audio.
15 minutes total, 4 habits.
Before your day starts?
Before life gets chaotic.
Okay, but real talk. What if someone just cannot wake up earlier?
Then don't.
Wait, really?
Yeah. This doesn't have to be in the morning. It just has to be first.
What do you mean?
First thing you do before your day gets messy. For some people, that's 6 a.m. For others, it's noon when they wake up.
So it's about the order, not the time?
Exactly. The power is in doing it every single day before life starts throwing stuff at you.
What if someone misses a day?
They miss a day.
That's it?
That's it. You don't restart. You don't quit. You just do it again the next day.
So you're not aiming for perfection?
Never. Missing 1 day out of 7 is still 6 days. That's 86% consistency. That's excellent.
I love that. So you're aiming for most days, not every day?
Most days. Because most days is sustainable. Every day is a fantasy.
What about progress? Like, how long does it take to see results?
Here's the hard truth. You won't see results in 3 days.
How long?
2 weeks, you'll feel different. 1 month, you'll notice things. 3 months, other people will notice.
So it's slow?
It's not slow. It's cumulative. Every single day adds up.
Like the plant metaphor?
Exactly like the plant. You don't see it growing, but you water it every day, and one morning you look and it's twice as tall.
So to anyone listening, if you try this and it feels awkward, or you miss days, or you don't see instant results,
that's completely normal. Keep going anyway.
the routine works, but only if you actually do it.
Badly is fine. Imperfectly is fine. Just do it.
All right, let's talk about the challenge.
The 7-day challenge.
Do this routine every morning for 1 week, just 7 days.
And on day 7, record a 1-minute voice note in English about anything.
Could be about your week, could be about this routine, could be about what you had for breakfast. Doesn't matter.
And compare it to a voice note you record today. before you even start.
You'll hear the difference. I promise.
Not a huge difference, but you'll hear it.
And that's proof it works.
And if you do this challenge, come tell us.
In the comments, write, Day 1 of the 15-minute routine. I'm committing to 7 days.
And then on day 7, come back and tell us what happened.
We'll be checking. We actually reply to people who do this.
And if you want, you can even share your voice note progress. We'd love to hear it.
Oh, and if this episode helped you, hit the like button.
It helps the algorithm show this to more people who need it.
And subscribe if you want more episodes like this.
Every week. Real advice. No BS.
All right, before we go.
Remember, you don't need 2 hours. You don't need perfect conditions. You just need 15 minutes and the willingness to show up.
Your English doesn't improve from one perfect day. It improves from 100 imperfect ones.
Start tomorrow.
Or start today.
Yeah, actually start today. Why wait?
Record that first voice note right now, before you do anything else, so you have your baseline.
And then tomorrow, do the 15-minute routine.
See you in 7 days.
Keep going.